Hello everybody, my name is Cycling is My Whole Life, and cycling is my whole life. Today we're doing a group ride with the USMES. It's a military group, veterans, active duty supporters. We all wear the same military uniform to support and promote military. I myself am a U.S. Army veteran. My brother is a Marine veteran. That's why I have that flag back there for him. He is my brother. I love him. He is someone I look up to and someone I admire very much. So that's why I have his flag behind me, because I love and support him. Also, you see the United States flag. I have that as well because I'm an American and I love and support my country and work with my country as best as I can. Not to tell you that my country is better than any other country, or that you should support my country. It's just what it is. Anyway, today we're going to try to ride with the group. It looks like we're a small group today, which is okay. Hopefully I don't get left behind, and I can stay up with them for 10 miles. That's kind of the hope. Looks like I'm already getting left behind. I'm just going to do my best to try to keep up. One of my coworkers gifted me a bike, and it is a steel bike with aluminum components, a Trek 720 according to one of my coworkers, and I'm very excited to restore it. I don't know if it's something that I plan to put on the channel, but I feel like it would be kind of cool to do so. So that might be something to look forward to as additional side content. We'll see. Alexa, tornado on. I myself probably have about 15 bicycles that I own. I love bicycling. I love bicycles. What do you expect from someone with a name like cycling is my whole life? Because cycling is my whole life. Today's January 11th. We've done 90 miles so far, averaging at the moment 10 miles per day, starting January 2nd, which is why we have 90 miles and not 100 miles so far. We do about 30 minutes of riding, average about 3 minutes a mile. And for right now, while I'm warming up, getting my body used to cycling again, we're averaging about 10 miles per day. So I plan to continue that, and I might move up one day, maybe in February, to 15 miles per day. Yeah, I'd like to, bud, but I'm slow and overweight, so kind of not happening at the moment. Ooh, I'm level 34 now. Sweet. New toys. Made sure to fill my water bottles today. JIC. Pretty sure I'm gonna need it. There we go. Caught up again. We have snow predicted starting tomorrow. We'll see how it goes in the Pacific Northwest. We've been having rain off and on. We had a few hours of really sunny skies and then a few hours of very strong rain, which usually means a cold front is coming in, because in my area we get a lot of coastal fronts which are warm, and usually that produces long amounts of rain, usually over several days, usually nothing really to measure, but it rains for multiple days, and not very heavy rain. We also have mountains to my west, a coastal range which holds back a lot of rain clouds, and so we don't get as much rain as they do on the west side of the coastal range. All right, we're a fourth of the way through, still with the group. I seem to have found a comfortable cadence, and hopefully I stay up with the group. So the goal, like I said, is to cycle at least 10 miles, but if I stay with the group, I might stay in for longer. We will see. Usually my favorite nemesis on this ride is Mr. B. Salvador, and that rider has amazing sprints. That rider and I usually compete. Before I broke my ankle, that rider and I would always compete in the sprints. The highest I've ever seen that rider maximize their their watts per kilogram is, I believe it was 13.1, which is the same as what I can produce, or what I used to be able to produce. So last time I saw this rider's weight was 205 pounds. So that rider and I used to weigh the same before I broke my ankle. So we have a lot of weight to put down a lot of torque. So I used to have the cycling app Zwift with 1080p, but I dropped it down to 720p because when I used to run it at 1080, it would glitch a lot, and sometimes it would completely shut off my computer. So we ride at 720. I apologize for all you snobs that love 1080. I love 1080, but since today's an important ride, I'm not going to risk it. Maybe I'll do some offline attempts to see if I can get it back up to 1080 consistently. If I get dropped, I get dropped here. I put away my mic just in case I need to sprint. This is chill. Oof. My heart rate's almost 170 and I'm already sweating profusely. I mean, I sweat profusely regularly, but now faster than before. All right, now that we're off the sand, we have more traction, so it makes it easier. And I think this is the final climb before we go onto a little bit of smooth gradient. Okay, this is a -1 degree slope. I probably will start outpacing people because of my weight. Being 265 pounds means that gravity affects me stronger on declines. So I gotta make sure that I don't turn the pedals too hard. Riding in the front puts you in a tucked position when you have no one in front of you. Riding behind people puts you in an upright position. So riding in the front, like regular solo riding, makes you more have more drag, which is why the avatar rides in the down position to reduce drag. You just saw my avatar sit up. That means I have people in front of me cutting wind, so I don't have to be as aerodynamic. Being more upright allows your lungs to expand more, gather more oxygen, increasing recovery. Now, Zwift is a social platform with cycling included. Mostly it's social, because if it wasn't, they would allow you to ride anywhere you want without having some of the maps inaccessible at all times. This is to increase people riding together, which makes you more likely to ride, which means that you're more likely to pay for the subscription. Very smart idea. By allowing group events, it means more people are more likely to ride. I like riding on Tuesdays and Thursdays with this group. I haven't been riding with them because they definitely leave me behind now. Whereas before, I used to definitely be one of the leaders in the group as far as sprints and staying in the front. Now I either get dropped or hang out in the center for a little while and then get dropped, which is okay. We're not here to win races. This is not a race. This is a group ride. So as long as I can stay with the group as much as I can, I'm happy. Go up this mountain. Oh my gosh. If they go up this mountain, I'm definitely going to go at an easy pace. So I'm definitely going to get dropped here. I'm way too heavy to climb fast enough to keep up with them, and my condition is too low, which is okay. I came here to ride with them as much as I could to at least 10 miles. So we'll see how it goes. You might see the cycling display. It's, gosh dang it, on this side. It was shaky when I was on the wood planks. It emulates reality as much as it can, which is pretty cool. All right, friends, I'll see you later. I'm dropping gears. Gonna go at a comfortable pace for me. I definitely do not want to get my heart rate near 180. That probably would not be healthy for me at the moment. Even though my legs might be able to do it, my heart and lungs probably won't be able to keep up. And I've been known to push myself to the point of almost fainting, so I don't want to do that. Not today, friends. I'm just going to take it nice and easy. 150 is a very good heart rate. I'm happy with that. They can do their own thing. I don't have so much pride that I would make myself sick in order to keep up with them just to get dropped anyway. So it looks like this climb is 3.9 miles at an average of 6.3% grade. So if I would have paid attention to where I started miles wise, I could tell you how much further we have, but I can't, and that's okay. Looks like there's someone else behind me. You can look in the top right corner of the screen and see that I have someone barely making that first curve or second curve. They're already past that third one, and some people are getting dropped. Like I said, it's we're here to turn pedals, not break records. So with that being said, because I'm going at 5 miles per hour, That would mean that if I average this way, in 30 minutes I'll do 2.5 miles. So it is very likely that today's stream is just going to be nice and mellow, just a nice easy climb, which is okay. Accepting your limitations is a big part of growth, I believe. So I'm accepting my limitations and allowing myself to grow incrementally. I was watching this video on YouTube the other day by my boy Jeff Nippard, and he said that, wait, was it Jeff Nippard? I don't know, I've been watching a lot of his videos. Maybe it was another fitness YouTuber. The gist of the story is that 9 out of 10 people who lose weight gain the weight back and then some. And usually the reason why is the weight you lose is done through extreme measures, and it is impossible to keep up those kind of behaviors long term. So what ends up happening is people regress, but they eat the same amount of calories as when they were exercising or more, and that it causes a surplus, and that surplus leads to weight gain. My goal is to pedal and lose weight slowly and in a healthy manner that is not just healthy physically but healthy mentally. I did some extreme dieting back in 2016, 7 years ago. Excuse me, 8 years ago now. Time-wise, it was actually 7 years ago, 7.5 years ago. And I had lowered my calories to somewhere between 750 and 1,000. I was cycling between 15 to 30 miles per day and running between 3 and 9 miles every day. And I got to a place when I wasn't eating carbs either, only meat. And I was getting to a place where I was so overworked and undernutrition that I got very sick. And I believe it's kind of like an athlete's exhaustion kind of thing, athletic exhaustion. And since then, I swore to never take that approach again. And to this day, I've been working on making more healthy habits and approaching my gains in a more healthy approach. Like I said, the goal of this channel isn't to give you advice on how to lose weight. It's not exactly my weight loss journey, just it's a channel of positivity and motivation. And by positivity, I mean no adult content, no foul language, nothing that is considered to be offensive. So it's not a children's channel, because the things that I talk about are themed in a way that talks about life as an adult and of an adult, but it doesn't have content that would be not okay for children to hear, but it's also not made to connect with children. This is meant to be an expression of a person of my age going through life, and the journey and difficulties and progress and ups and downs that I've gone through. So hopefully this channel's for you, and if it's not, I appreciate you being here for as much as you've been here. Thank you so much. Looks like I'm going left. Just take advantage of this low incline by pedaling a little bit faster, and this should at least push me through this first little spot here. It looks like we're not doing a full climb, so that might have been the worst of it. But at this point I've already been dropped by the group, and there's little to no possibility of catching up. The only thing I could do is, before the 30-minute mark, I could drop out and jump back in and be regrouped, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. At the moment, I'm very happy accepting where I am, and maybe someday I will be able to keep up with them on this kind of ride. And if not, that's okay. It's all about self-improvement. We got some deer. You can see the camera shake a little bit because I'm riding on dirt. I think my camera is inverted. I'm about to raise up my right hand. This is my right hand. I'm going to move it to my left. I'm going to move it to my right. So I think it is inverted, especially because when I look at my arm, if I was looking at a mirror, this would not be the correct one. So if you were looking at me, I would not be moving my right arm. According to you, I'm moving my left arm. Well, to you it's a left. To me it's my right. So, because also too, my window is to my left, this side. So, it's just weird. It's weird to look at. Because in a mirror, if I raise up this hand, I would imagine that it would be this hand. See how I get confused? Let me see if I can invert it. That's vertical. Nope, it doesn't look like I can change it. That's fine though. Maybe there is a way, but with like advanced options, but I'm not going to do that right now. burbs. Gonna cancel skiing because it's too cold. I've been on Mount Hood here in my home state, and I've been to the very top, and that is the coldest I've ever been in my life. I don't know what the temperature was, but I was in that cold for way too long, and I was underdressed, and it ended up making me feel sick. I was so cold. I snowboarded down to the lodge, and then I warmed up, and then I was done for the day after that, after I snowboarded down to the bottom. I was not ready for that kind of cold. In Michigan, when I lived there, I lived west of Detroit in a city called Westland, and we had a few days that it was 0 degrees, and they tell you not to be outside for longer than 15 minutes without eye protection because it could hurt your eyes. And my walk to work was 15 minutes long, but I only had to do that a few times, so it wasn't super bad. Thankfully, I still have my vision. Oh, I can see one of the cyclists up ahead. Their watts per kilo is a little bit slower than mine, so I should be able to catch up to them. But I might be pushing harder than I need to. I think when you're at a certain point, you're not even, it's more energy efficient not to pedal, but I'm not here to not pedal. Excuse me. .44 miles per hour, baby. 45. There we go. Oh, very good ride today. This feels really nice. Very happy with that. I think totally I'm going to go for just 10 and call it good. So, get the required stuff out of the way. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you so very much. You guys are awesome. I'll be here for you if you're here for me. Tomorrow I have a work event that I'm going to go to, so I don't know if I'm going to make a video for tomorrow, but I may not be busy on Saturday, so I might make 2 different videos on that day and cycle a total of 20 miles, 10 in the morning, 10 in the evening, just so we can try to keep our average on 10. But I don't know if I'm gonna push myself in that manner. I may not. We'll see. I will allow my judgment to be the deciding factor. So do me a favor, if you can, hit that bike button down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will catch you on that next one. You guys are awesome. I'll see ya.